Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, but very necessary. You guys sent in your questions, your situationships, your dilemmas, and I'm about to give you my real, unfiltered advice. I want you guys to think of this as a therapy session, bestie moment, a big sister chat. And I'm giving you guys advice that you not only need, but I feel like you need to hear because people in your circle are obviously not telling you. So grab your snacks, your tea, maybe even a notepad, and buckle up. And I don't want you guys to feel like I'm judging you. We've all been there. We've all done dumb things. This is called life. We live it one time. Like who said there's a rule book on how to live life? So I don't want you guys to think that I'm judging you. Again, I'm just giving you advice because you asked me what I would do in your situation, so I'm going to tell you. And if you like this type of video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that I know to do more. And without further ado, let's get into it, shall we?
I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, proud Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am it, black, gold and green.
Kyra, I just turned 27 and I feel like my life is at a standstill. Everyone around me is making big moves, new jobs, relationships, even buying houses, and I feel like I'm just here. I know comparison is the thief of joy. If you are the type of person where you're like me and you have a timeline, how you want everything to be like, oh, I want to be married by this time, I got to do this by this. Stop. You better stop. Stop, because that's coming from me. All you're going to do is stress yourself out. And that's not going to be good for anything. Like your skin is not going to look good. And who wants to be ugly and stressed? Everybody's doing life at their own pace is what you have to tell yourself. Yes, it's hard, easier said than done, but you need to tell yourself it is okay where I'm at. Focus on what you have accomplished instead of what you haven't. Everything in God's timing. And go see if there's anything on my blog that you can read that will help you. Okay, gotta get that plug in. Amen. Okay, I swear I have nice person syndrome. I go out of my way to be kind, but people always take advantage of me. They'll act all sweet when they need something and then disappear. First of all, they'll act all sweet when they need something and then disappear. Acting sweet because they want something is manipulation, babe. You're being manipulated. First of all, me? No. So it's a sentence. Period. No.
No, God, please, no.
That's it. That's all you have to do. And if you're scared of saying no, do this. I don't really like doing because it's kind of like, it's like beating around the bush almost. If you don't feel comfortable saying no, then just say, let me check my schedule and get back to you. And then never get back to them. Disappear like they do. Yeah, let me check my schedule. Never get back to them. Don't even open your calendar. Ooh. You see me clapping? That's that toxicity charging up. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. Girl, hold on. Why did I get excited for this? I just came from church. I have a friend who constantly makes shady little comments, like she'll compliment me, but in a backhanded way. Oh, wow, you're actually on time for once. Let's pause there. Are you actually late? A lot? Because she might, look, I'm not trying to take sides.
Let me tell you something.
Remember, go to what I said at the beginning of the video. This is a big sister chat. Real unfiltered advice. A big sister chat. A big sister chat. Are you perpetually late? Is perpetually the correct word? Hold on, let me look that up. Constantly, yes. Because if you are, she might be telling you in a passive aggressive way that she's tired of you being late. Please don't shoot the messenger. I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, whoa. Or I wish I had time to take care of myself like you do. Girl, whoa, sorry. That really just triggered me. I had a friend who said, oh, I don't see why you're doing all that self-care stuff. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do this. That's ugly. That's very nasty. If you value the relationship, then absolutely check her and see if there's a way that you guys are able to, let's fix this. Let's work on this. What is this? Me, who I am today, I'm telling you to cut that friendship. I think you should let her know, hey, I don't appreciate these little shady remarks that you make. It's detrimental to my mental health. And I'm gonna have to call the police. I know my relationship is toxic, but every time I leave, I end up going back. He's not a bad person. Stop.
Stop the cap.
You said he's not a bad person. Girl, the first couple of words at the beginning of the sentence was, I know my relationship is toxic. Who are you trying to fool? Because it's not me. Moving on. He's not a bad person, but we are not good together. The crazy part, I don't even know if I love him anymore, or if I just don't want to be alone. How do I break this cycle for good? You need to figure out what you want. I'm not going to tell anybody to leave that man, and ask yourself, if my friend came to me, what advice would I give her? And if the advice is stay, then ask yourself, okay, if I had a daughter, what would I tell my daughter? What is it that's really going on here? And you're not alone. I'm here. Hey, not in that way. Whoa. I really want to start posting content. I'm proud of your consistency. Girl, thanks. But I'm terrified of people judging me. What if people from high school laugh at me? What if I flop? I know I shouldn't care, but I do. How do I get over this fear? Girl, people judging you. Who cares? Ooh. Hi, mommy. I'm in the middle of, okay. But, oh, girl. What if people from high school laugh at me? So what? How old are we? Girl, I'm knocking on 30. You think I care about what somebody in high school thinks about me? Are they paying your bills? What's going on? Let's not do that. What if I flop? Okay, so what? At least you did it. At least you made an effort. At least you tried. The time is gonna pass anyways. You might as well be productive and do something with it. Like, come on, baby girl. I'm telling you, if you post something, in fact, I'm gonna be on you till you post something, because we need to break. Wow, can I speak English? Anyways, we need to break free. We need to break out of that. Why? Because you're literally living in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is not posting content. And as soon as you post content, okay, you're outside of your comfort zone. That's the whole point of life. Why would you want to remain the same place in your entire life? Why is that necessary? Why would you want to be stagnant? Girl, post the damn content. Can I put you down? Okay, bye. Have a good day. Love you. How do you handle rude or negative comments on social media? I just started posting consistently and people are already making slick remarks. Do you ignore it, clap back, or what? Okay, this is a really good question, because I've gotten a few negative comments and now I just kind of block them, because I'm just like, I literally don't care. I posted this for me, and the fact that you're finding a negative angle from what I posted is crazy. I could understand if I posted a controversial video like this one and somebody commented, oh, I don't appreciate the advice that you're giving. Okay, cool. That's your opinion. Fine. But if I'm posting like a skincare video, literally reviewing a face mask, and you find something negative to say about that, you're sick. I'm just going to chalk it up to mental illness, because there's no way that you find something negative about that. To protect your peace, I think you should just ignore it. At the end of the day, people are going to say what they want to say. The only thing that you can control is your response. So if you're out here clapping back to everybody, hats off to you, because I'm not doing that. You're going to get blocked. I want to romanticize my life more, but my life feels boring. I see people living their best Pinterest aesthetic life, and I want that. How do I make my everyday routine feel more special? First of all, stop thinking that people's lives are Pinterest and aesthetic. The way that you're saying it, I feel like you are looking at people's lives on social media and thinking their life is perfect. And I'm gonna be corny and say that everybody doesn't post their struggles, everybody doesn't post their failures. And I feel like you need to stop looking at the picture that they're showing you and just realize that nobody's out here gonna post themselves snot-nose crying, unless it's on TikTok and they're talking about something, but that's completely different. But I think you need to find little joys in your life, like waking up in the morning and having 2 working thumbs to type this message and send to me. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm just being honest. That's how you can start to romanticize your life. Just be grateful for the small things. The fact that you can breathe without a breathing machine. Your lungs aren't collapsing.
I was born with glass bones and paper skin.
You're not in the hospital. Like, when you start to focus on things that really bring you joy, whether it's going to get a coffee, getting in your car that you paid for, that you bought, that's in your name. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that, you'll start to definitely appreciate life more. Don't covet a life and you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. What would you do if you find out that your friend is talking about you? Let me give you... It depends. If a close friend is talking about you, you have 1 or 2 options. The first option is, if you care about the relationship, have a conversation. Depending on what was said, try to figure out why it was said. Why do you feel like you couldn't just come to me? What emotions were you feeling in that moment that led to you making those statements? Second option would be to have a conversation with them, let them know that they crossed the boundary, and move on. And I'm going with the second option. Why? Because number one, if you have somebody in your life that's really your friend, that really cares about you, they are going to be considerate. You need to realize that people who are placed in your life are not going to hurt you on purpose. They're going to consider you whenever they say something, whenever they do something. That's the first act of love in a friendship. And I feel like people miss that relationships and friendships are the same thing. I'm not saying I am your man. Whoa, because people, y'all don't listen. Y'all just hear what y'all want to hear, take what you want from the conversation and move on. No, nobody said that. I'm saying that the same way that you consider your man is the same way that you might want to consider your friend. So when I say that she needs to consider you, I'm saying that if she really thought of you as a friend in the first place, she wouldn't have said what she said. She would have been like, you know what? That's my girl. I can't say that about her. The fact that she did not consider you before saying those things sucks. It hurts, yes. But I'm going to let her know what I think. And she could say whatever she wants to say. I just know up here, we're never speaking again. And you're blocked. Have a good day. I'll pray for you. Hopefully that answered your question. I just feel like I be talking so much. But YouTube is for yapping. Anyways, y'all be asking me relationships about men like I want to tell you, leave him in a heartbeat. I'm talking to the single ladies. You ain't got nothing tied to that man but a dog. And you want to sit up there and be slow? Don't piss me off. Now, let's get into this question. I've been with my man for 3 years. We've talked about marriage, but recently he told me he doesn't believe in marriage anymore. I want to be a wife, not a forever girlfriend. Should I wait and hope he changes his mind, or do I leave? Leave. I'm not going to tell anybody to leave that man. Leave. Leave.
You need to leave.
Leave. Leave. This is the only scenario I'm going to tell you leave. You already told me that you wanted to be married. You were with him 3 years. Men know in 6 months. If he wanted to, he would. He told me he doesn't believe in marriage anymore. First of all, why is he saying that? Dumb. Call him dumb to his face and then leave. Take some of his stuff too, because what is going on? You don't need to wait for anything and hope that he changes his mind. If a man is leaving you confused, you don't know where y'all stand, go stand next to another man. That's my favorite thing to do. I don't know where I stand with you. I'm gonna go stand next to him because he's about something. Have a good day. My boyfriend follows me and likes pictures of half-naked girls on Instagram, and it bothers me. He said it's just social media and that I'm being insecure. Leave him. I'm sorry. It's just social media and I'm being insecure. Am I overreacting or is this a red flag? Okay, first of all, not overreacting, because to me, men like that, I feel like you sit up and watch porn with a P 24/7. Why are you over-sexualized? And I'm not even trying to be that person that's like, oh, everybody's freaked out. No, half-naked girls all day on Instagram, all day? Like all day? That's crazy. All day is insane. No. Second thing, the fact that he told you just social media, he's invalidating your feelings. You're not being heard. And later on down the road, girl, I'm telling you, you are going to feel resentment towards him and resentment and unforgiveness towards yourself for allowing yourself to sit in that situation for as long as you did. Pack your stuff up. Pack a bag and go. Pack a bag and go. That's a red flag. Flag on the play. I need something. I just found out my boyfriend still talks to his ex from time to time. He swears it's nothing and that they're just cool, but something feels off. Am I being dramatic or is this a problem?
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson?
Are you crazy?
That's not okay.
That shit is so disrespectful.
That's not okay. From time to time, do they share a child? Because if they share a child, then obviously they have to talk about the child, but I don't like nothing about that. Okay. Whew. So my boyfriend and I got into an argument and he blocked me, like fully blocked me on everything. Then 2 days later, he came back like nothing happened. I feel like that's childish. Would you put up with that? Absolutely not. I had the same exact situation. And I told him about it one time. I was like, you're very childish. That's immature. God forbid something happened to me. You wouldn't even know because I was blocked, which means that you don't care about me for real. So have a good day. Bye. Mental illness. I'm telling you, that is a problem. Do not put up with that. He needs to be out the door with the trash. Thank you. I notice my friend always copies me. If I start wearing a new style, she suddenly does too. I got a new bag, and guess who popped out with the same one a week later? It's giving single white female. Why? What? Why is it giving that? Should I say something, or am I just being dramatic? First of all, no. I feel like people who are friends are obviously going to be influenced by their friends. I don't think anything is wrong with that. Osmosis. You know, eventually everybody's going to be doing the same thing, thinking the same way, which is why you need to be careful with who you hang out with. So, all right. And that brings me to the end of my video. If you want to be a part of the next episode, because I definitely want to keep this as a series, feel free to drop me a DM on my Instagram. It's going to be @butterbean. I'm going to put it here. And I'm also going to put it in the link description box down below. So you can go ahead and give me the tea, girl. I'm nosy, but I also want to help people. You feel what I'm saying? You'll feel me. If you love this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other types of videos you want to see. And I hope you guys have a good week. Have a good day. Be productive, whatever time you're watching this. And love you. Bye.